And welcome back to Who Would Win. And the week of Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from, and I don't really know if I'm getting this. It's one of two ways you have your name. Angels must eat either SHD, which might be slang for shit or something like that, or Angels must eats HD. Either way, I'm gonna go with Angels must eats because I can see someone doing that. But you asked the question, who would win in a fight? And it's very apt that you were the next person basically down the roster of people doing for the who would win list. Because tonight is Endgame. I would have a gauntlet on me, but it's not the right guy. It's not the right matchup for the gauntlet. That one will come tomorrow. Little heads up on who is coming up in the fight tomorrow. But this is Captain Marvel from Marvel Universe versus Doomsday from DC Universe. Now, if anyone who knows comics thinks on this for more than a few moments, you will know the answer to this. But let's be fair and play this out. So Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, was an Army pilot. Now, depending on your interpretation of what her origin is, either in the MCU or in the Marvel continuity in general, it differs. Some have her as half alien. Some have her absorbing obviously the power of the movie's been out now for 6, 7, 8 weeks. Absorbing the power of something and gaining powers. So ultimately, it all depends on the interpretation, but the powers generally stay the same. She's very powerful, physically durable, basically all enhanced physical abilities. Nothing on a supreme superhuman level without absorbing energy, but enhanced physicality. Her flight, enhanced regeneration, reflexes, the whole shebang. But her main ability is energy absorption and redirection and energy generation. She basically can absorb cosmic energy on some level or on a certain level. And then fire that cosmic energy back. But she can also absorb most any other type of energy that comes at her, be it lightning, fire, infrared energy, micro radiation. More or less, she can take on whatever energy that comes her way and absorb it and use it and throw it back at an opponent. However, there is a limitation to that, but in the comics, she for a while had access to a form known as Binary. Now, Binary, she initially couldn't go into it. Well, it wasn't her own abilities. Initially, it was some sort of it was a form she took during a certain set of circumstances. However, she later did gain the ability to do it on her own. It was her own power. It just took a lot of effort. And my hair's being weird right now. I meant to get a haircut prior to this, but the haircut's probably gonna have to wait. Because you can see my hair is just curling up in the back there, and I hate that because, one second actually, let me see if I can fix that a bit. A little better? Not really. I'll just take care of that. And, whatever. This episode of When I Style My Hair. So, yeah, Carol is extremely powerful. The binary form she takes on is more or less like a cosmic form of some. The binary transformation she has is a kind of cosmic being, a more mindless. She has access to a power of a white hole, which gives her access to mass amounts of radiation manipulation, gravity manipulation, enhanced physical abilities, capable of surviving in the vacuum of space. She is also a skilled hand-to-hand fighter as well, being trained in the army. She has military training. And overall, she is just a powerful individual in general. She is one of the more powerful Marvel characters, at least in terms of the heroes roster. Doomsday. I think it's pretty set to say we all know Doomsday at this point, but just to recap real quick, a product of an experiment done in a prehistoric Krypton. Scientists basically threw a baby out into prehistoric wilderness. It died, scooped up to goop, and it came back even stronger, basically immune to what killed it previously. And for generations, equivalent generations of Doomsday experiments, they would continue to grow stronger and stronger until you get the Doomsday that fought Superman. Now, Doomsday is considered to be the perfect predator, the perfect killing machine. Strength and speed and durability and endurance all rivaling that of Superman himself, able to attack individuals like the Flash, His claws apparently are poisonous. He can generate bone claws and bone like spikes and things along those lines. Generally speaking, he uses them for offensive purposes. He doesn't really care about defenses because he's just so durable. Because he's so durable and has enhanced regeneration. But his main ability is to adapt to whoever kills him. Unless you are able to do one of two things, essentially. Wipe him off the face of existence, meaning there has to be nothing left of him to regenerate. Or, and this is spoiler, I'm not going to say what the fight was, but when I put him up against another character a while back, and this was a while back, there was another way I figured out how to beat Doomsday. You would have to you would have to rewrite his DNA in order to basically take out his ability to adapt. If you rewrote his DNA, he would no longer, because he adapts to whatever kills him. But just rewriting his DNA is not trying to kill him. So it's just doing something different to his genetic code, which is not something he would readily adapt to. He's designed to adapt to whatever kills him, not necessarily whatever affects him in a different way. In theory, you could freeze him in time, and he couldn't do anything because he's frozen in time. Now, granted, he's gone toe-to-toe and killed Superman, gone toe-to-toe again, and still beaten Superman. Beaten Doomsday of all, but not Doomsday, sorry, Darkseid of all people, tanked the Omega Beam, which can erase individuals from existence, though I don't think Darkseid was using it for that purpose initially. Punched through the Phantom Zone, which is a separate dimension, and all around is just a horrifying beast and monstrosity, beast and monster and killer monstrosity of nature. Or science, actually, in this case. So, Carol versus Doomsday. Well, let's say Doomsday shows up in the Marvel Universe, and Carol's the superhero on the round to take him out. So, the fight commences, and she comes in, starts firing energy. Doomsday shrugs it off, mostly. He's maybe throw some spikes. She's able to get out of the way. He tries to go toe-to-toe with him. And lands solid shots. It's not like he completely overpowers her, but he immediately just swipes at her, which she puts would put like an absorbing energy field. So kind of Sebastian Shaw-ish onto some level. She can absorb energy even through physical blows, but still it like throws her back. She goes flying again, starts taking energy, absorbing energy like solar energy, things along those lines, and just blasting Doomsday point blank. It's really not doing anything, so he just comes in, just slices there, cuts through her outfit a bit. She's got a giant gash on there, but now he just tries to, now he just grabs her, or she just grabs him, basically rushes all the way up into basically the atmosphere, and then it goes into space. Doomsday can survive in space without difficulty, and excuse me. And then using all her ability turns into binary. As binary, she is basically capable of going now toe-to-toe a bit easier with Doomsday, trading blows, firing extensive blasts of power, and actually dishing out some damage. Ultimately, though, the problem stems from she does not have any physical power that is enough, or physical or energy power that's capable of actually destroying Doomsday. That's the biggest thing, because Doomsday has gone toe-to-toe with individuals like Shazam, Darkseid, and Superman, all of whom, I'll say this right now, is stronger than Carol. Is stronger than Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel would never be able to beat Darkseid, could not beat Superman, and, little spoiler, Death Battle kind of showed she couldn't even beat Shazam. And he's arguably the weakest of those three. And that's not even all the individuals that he's fought, or Doomsday's fought, that are probably stronger than Carol, if not stronger than Carol. Carol, for all her strength, is just not on the same. Like, Carol's here. Let's say just Carol's here. This is high. Where I'm showing you is at a high bar. Doomsday just kind of dwarfs her and just now Doomsday doesn't have like energy blasts or anything along those lines. He can't fly, but he eclipses her in everything else. That's the biggest problem. Even what damage she could do as like binary to him would only be temporary because his regeneration would just kick in and counteract that. She has nothing that can put Doomsday down. She doesn't have the ability to rewrite his DNA, and she doesn't have the ability to erase his existence with a single attack. So I ultimately have to go with Doomsday. So sorry, I keep saying that. So I gotta go about 100% Doomsday. I don't think there's a legitimate way Captain Marvel wins the fight, unfortunately. But maybe I'm wrong. Put it in the comments below and let me know. Let me know if you think there's any legitimate way that he can lose to Captain Marvel. Do you think Captain Marvel can actually beat Doomsday? Let me know in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear your opinions on that. But I digress. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who to win, Star Wars, Super Magic, What If? Anything I do with the channel, put that in the comments below. Let me know. We'll get to that at some point. So, it's Endgame. We are in the Endgame. And I've been pretty damn good with avoiding spoilers. I will say, and this is not going on my prediction list, I didn't, because I was just scrolling through my phone on YouTube, because I do that at work when I have a little bit of time to see, like, check comments, and during my break I'm usually watching something. Someone had posted something from the movie, and I literally, like, instantaneously saw the time, like, oh, no, this big spoiler, and it was a big spoiler. I'm pretty sure I forgot what it was at this point. I'm like, forget it. I'm pretty sure I've forgotten what it was, so thank God for that. But yeah, other than that, at a little moment, and I quickly like, no. Plus, even if I did remember, I don't know what the context of the spoiler was, so I don't know what's going on in the movie. So still, ultimately, I'm good. Ultimately, I've been able to avoid everything on this movie, and I'm happy for that. So going into this movie, just like I did with Infinity War, going into this movie fresh and with bated breath and with gauntlets a flowing and the whole 9 yards. Man, I'm seeing Endgame tonight. Man, it is kind of now just sinking in that, oh yeah, I'm seeing Endgame tonight. Holy crap, I'm about to sit through a 3-hour movie, and I don't care. Come on, I mean, a lot people sat through the Lord of the Rings, and I think, was it Return of the King? Those were the 3-hour one, or were a couple of them 3-hour ones? I can't remember. But hey, they sat through there without any problem. So I'm wondering why the 3-hour runtime has been such a hot button topic with Endgame. I don't know. I digress. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.